they're like the best group for it. So hire them.
And I'll tell you something else. No one runs a quad stream like Tempest.
Yeah, and especially getting so many sets in there. Like quad stream is really a cool thing to have.
I love quad stream. I think it's the future. I don't think we'll ever have a place where it replaces this kind of format.
Yeah.
But as a second stream or a third stream, I just think it's so good for the game.
And then for like with there just being so many amazing players, so many amazing sets. At least from the player perspective, sometimes just even getting a snippet of what some of these sets were like is pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%. Like I had a bunch of friends who went up to Battle of BC and they had the quad stream there, and the difference of viewing experience I had from normal, because I was able to get constant updates like, oh, so-and-so is on quad stream. Yeah. People that I'd never normally get to see on stream, and all of a sudden it's like back to back to back to back. Speaking of back to back to back to back, these conversions from blue team right now, giving themselves the upper hand, but red team answering right back to keep it even.
Hey, they're not messing around. They want to get this reset here. They're not happy that they were put into losers to begin with.
Yeah, I say that was a fluke.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we see Pacstreet opting for the min-min. No silly double pack shenanigans going on right now, which is not a surprise. I would expect to see the min-min. I think it's the right choice. And look at how much damage we're getting here. Watch out for that bell. Pacstreet almost dash backing into the bell from JDV.
And it was interesting to see kind of the mix here when we see like the Nair with, the Dragon rather than the Megawatt.
Gotta watch out for these combos from red team. They're just so aware of these ledge traps. And just like that, 5 stocks to 3, the back-to-back, the comebacks. It just keeps happening.
Hey, they're showing why they stayed in winner side.
Oh, good tech, but he's in a weird spot. Got to be careful of that trampoline, too. Okay, nobody gets hit by it. That was the last hit of the trampoline, so.
Man, they just did not want them to get back to stage. Luckily,
but everybody did.
Yeah, in the end, that's an unfortunate way to go for JDV there, though.
Ooh, interesting F smash from JDV there. However, relatively little end lag, so he was able to spot dodge the punish afterwards and make it out okay.
Yeah, a very unfortunate way to go out in terms of the kill screen when you're kept out by your opponent for that long, or like it becomes a huge risk for your teammate, right?
Exactly.
Like the last thing you want is a splat screen or anything that's going to make the stock take longer to reset.
JDV tried to wait out that revenge, but he didn't wait quite long enough, and now Seesaw has the win condition, but gets hit out of it.
But Machu almost was able to catch there with the gyro here. Wasn't a pretty good position. Might still be able
still
to
in a good
catch.
position.
Yeah.
He gets hit by his team's gyro, though, and that is all that it takes. Just one little mistake. That was such a strong ledge-holding position for blue team, and all of a sudden the game's just over.
Yeah. I was about to mention the melon, but I didn't even get time to.
I believe it's coming. JDV can tell telepathically that the time is coming.
Look at us right now. Come on.
Yeah, look at me, JDV.
Come on, JDV. Look in our direction.
Look at me.
Why are you smiling? Do you hear us?
Hello? JDV?
Are you in the building?
If I can have your switch, don't say anything. Oh, no, he started talking. No. How did he know? All right.
Getting right back into it.
That game started out pretty solid for blue team, but red team brought it back and kept it there. So let's see how the counter pick goes.
Well, it looks like they're going to Town and City here.
They want the scams.
This just benefits both characters.
All
characters in this matter. I think that it's just extra room. The platforms are just additions.
These guys are setting up a call center right now. All they care about is scams. That's what this tells me.
Oh, yeah.
Those side Bs, from both players, honestly, on blue team, are going to kill so early.
Did you see Seesaw trying to go for that dash attack on platform just to knock
just in case?
Yeah.
You never know. The DI might not be there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you were talking about how this benefits both players, or both sides. Both sides. Because Pac-Man loves to run away. It's going to be a tricky thing to balance in doubles, but we've seen from JDV that he's very good at finding that balance. And Min Min loves to stay away from you as well.
Yeah, and then going on the other side, we have Incineroar, who can he'll grossly early if given the opportunity to either get a grab on one of the ledges or the platform's just floating off ledge. And then you have Rob, which Rob does pretty well with a lot of room. Rob is good. Rob is big.
Yeah. Having the opportunity to pretty safely charge that gyro is definitely a pretty big advantage for him, especially on a stage like this where those side B combos will kill so unreasonably early.
Oh, yeah. I 100% get what you mean. Oh, but right now,
it's
looking
out.
pretty good here in terms of the stock lead.
And they haven't even gotten the scams. They're just playing good neutral.
Yeah.
Like
they're able to play a little bit more separated here, right? Like, you can even see Pacstreet here trying to make a decision. Do I keep up the pressure here on Seesaw, or do I help out my teammate?
Yeah, and we've seen how good the team synergy is from Red Team. So it's totally reasonable to say that, like, well, if you make them have to work further away from each other, they lose some of that synergy. If you feel good about the 1v1s, try to play for it.
Oh,
watch out for that bell.
Hey,
and there's the hydrant as well. And grabs his teammate and doesn't die for it. The Town and City actually working against blue team there, but it doesn't matter.
Oh.
The share stock and the instant death.
It doesn't matter.
That feels so bad.
Oh, great catch. Oh, they are just gunning for it. They're not holding back here.
Honestly, they don't need to. It's working.
Oh,
no, still alive, but there's nothing you can do.
It is. Yeah.
That's just a checkmate. Because you have to air dodge in or you die.
Spin to win, baby.
Spin to win. 1-1. The counter pick worked.
Yeah.
We can theorize about all the different reasons it may have worked, but some combination of the things we talked about clearly came together and brought them back into this set, which is huge considering how game one was.
Because it's kind of interesting, right? Because we were immediately kind of able to pinpoint what JDV and Pacstreet would benefit from the stage. It was a little bit more iffy in terms of, like, Machu, right? Where what does Rob get specifically from Town and City? But we saw here and there that it's just the stage didn't matter.
Yeah. No character changes coming out. You know, there is always the chance for, like, the desperation double Pac-Man. You never know.
I don't think that's a desperation pick. I feel like that has to be, like, a confidence pick here. And I think there's just a little too much to risk here.
Yeah, there's definitely no confidence. If I'm going 1-1 right now against Machu Seesaw, I'm not playing games. Yeah. I might taunt when it's a 2v1, but I'm not playing games.
But this composition is working well, so, you know, if it ain't broke.
And now they have their counter pick. Going for a much smaller stage, which historically, kind of thing that in most matchups you wouldn't expect Min and Pac-Man to opt for, but clearly after that last game we can see what is and isn't working in the matchup.
Like, from my understanding, from what I overheard, in earlier Dubs games you were only allowed one ban, but then they changed it here in the best of 5 scenario where you get, did I hear 3 maybe?
3 bans?
Or 3 or 2. Like it, but that's just like the first instance I've heard of that different approach.
Man, JDV is fiending off stage right now. He wants this kill so bad.
He ran away from the melon. He's dead to me. Come on, man.
See, somebody understands.
Oh, I understand with you. I day one.
Oh,
wait a minute.
Next time.
It was disguised.
Yeah. That wasn't a real melon. I believe.
Okay, great use of get up attack, throwing the hydrant there.
The counter not punished there for Seesaw. He just keeps going for it. He's so confident. And
all he got was the nair for that. That's probably one of the more underwhelming options to get a revenge variant of. Okay.
Good long-range grab from JDV. Now throwing the... Is that a lemon or an orange? I can never remember.
I hate that Machu messed up and didn't get the right option twice, but still managed to edge guard Pacstreet.
It's such a bad situation.
He recovered high twice, throwing things low, and still managed to cover.
That's just the win condition for Rob in the matchup is get her off stage and she can't do anything. But then at the same time, how does Rob get in? So like, you've got that balancing factor, but in doubles, it's always a different beast. Because you have to be so careful about going off of those deep edge guards, but it's also a lot easier to just make the read and get in on somebody.
Yeah, right now it's looking pretty scary here for blue team. Red team having the one stock lead on JDV's side. So if they manage to, take the stock against Seesaw and have JDV at a high percent.
Oh, he wants it.
Like right now, it's looking pretty grim for blue team right now.
Yeah, just try coming back against this. I dare you to get on stage.
Oh, no!
Man, that's how you know you're scouted out.
Oh, my goodness.
He perfectly spaced that to not get hit by the
It wasn't until Beak Bonk that I realized that is a really good option for Pac-Man to just close out the stock off the top.
JDV smiling. He feels good about that game.
Honestly, I feel pretty good after that kill screen. Like, what a raw call-out that was.
We're going to Smashville. Now, that's a surprise to me.
Wait, Pac-Man? No.
No, goes with the... Oh.
See, that's why I thought about it, because that's what they did when they did go Pac-Man, I'm pretty sure.
This is fascinating to me because consistently throughout this set, Red Team has been doing better on the small stages, but Blue is counterpicking them to a small stage. So I wonder what the thought process is here.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. And already we're seeing JDV just,
and there you go!
0 to death on our homie boy Machu.
Man, that is a rough start for Machu and Seesaw. Basically a 5-stock game for them. They didn't even get to start the game. Oh, blue team trying to answer back. They want the same thing, but Pacstreet gets back. Even going with the offstage aggression. Surprised to see that, but I think red team is just feeling themselves right now.
Yeah. Like, JDV managing to get that perfect just 0 to death straight out of the back on Machu is pretty crazy. And right now, I think he's kind of trying to get the same situation going.
Red team's just so in control.
Like you're seeing him kind of throw out these forward airs, and he's just like, is this one going to work? Maybe.
JDV's just all over them, and it's working. And every time JDV's not there to hit somebody, Pacstreet just comes in with that giant arm and covers it.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about coverage right now.
And there we go, another stock down. And red team's hardly taking damage. Only 86 on Pacstreet. That's their worst case scenario right now. Meanwhile, Rob here at 121 on his second stock. Finally, a revenge coming out for Seesaw, but he has lost so much.
Like it's never been this much in their favor. That is going to be a huge grab.
It doesn't kill?
But it's still not enough. They still both have their
Finally.
stock. But there it is for that first stock. But Machu being at 127, you can't even see Machu just backing up. Hey, I'm going to throw out some things. Maybe you'll revenge it, maybe you'll not, but I can't afford to.
Revenge is the double revenge? Okay, now here's the opportunity for Seesaw. What can he do? He needs to do something now.
There isn't it.
Oh, goes for the
Dark Lariat.
Oh, but it converts the other way. JDV's so aware of their positions there, and because he got hit first, he came out of knockback first, and it was just nothing he could do. Free T combo. What is with these long sets suddenly swinging one way? Okay, Seesaw, you got the magic in you.
Oh, he's going Gallica. He needs to go Melon.
Come on, JDV.
Melon, JDV.
Believe in the heart of the melon.
It's an extra $5 pot bonus. Don't you want it?
Do it for me, JDV. Oh, what?
Yeah, that was a little whack. Hey, they got stocks to work with this.
Yeah,
Melon.
this is They're just going off trying to get this over with. Finally, here we go, yeah. Red team saying, all right, it's time for singles. I know JDV's in Wave A, so his whole pool is being held up right now.
Congratulations to JDV and Pacstreet winning doubles at Sundown Saga over Machu Seesaw, who really, put in the work moving up that loser side.
And that was a great grand finals as well.